transactions are more sophisticated, we're more complicated. Brokers don't want to waste their time, right? So we need to get a non-binding followed by binding. They're both investors. I talked about that. They should or are expected to know what they're doing. So the test offer is to be taken seriously, even though it's legally not binding. Gives the buyer the opportunity to determine if the offer is likely to be accepted before going into the deeper due diligence, underwriting, hire a lawyer, spend money on legal fees to create a full legal contract. Now, the contract is binding and expected to happen. And, there's often non-refundable money put in place in a contract. So you back out of a contract, you've got a problem. You may have a bunch of money you're leaving on the table. And there's a higher expectation with commercial versus residential. Residential is normal for people to get properties under contract. They get an inspection. They see something they don't like. They change their mind. They just terminate the contract. That's normal. In commercial, that's not normal. By the time you get a property under contract, there's a high expectation that you're going to go through with it. If you do a inspection and you find something, inspection reports always find stuff, but most of it is relatively trivial. When you're buying a Class C property, there's going to be problems with the property. When you buy the property, you're expected to know that this property is going to be in less than perfect condition. And when you find out with the inspections that the property is in less than perfect condition, you're not expected to back out of that. It is what it is, and you should know enough to know that it is what it is. So if you back out of something, there's a name for it, a 4-letter word. It's called retrader. A retrader is somebody who makes a commitment and then backs out, right? And kind of like Mike said, your reputation. Once you're branded as a retrader, everybody's like, I don't want to do business for that guy. He's a retrader. He gets stuff under contract, ties it up, doesn't follow through his commitments. It's a complete waste of time, right? So you don't want to be a retrader. Now, you are going to do due diligence, and sometimes you will find something that is material, substantive. You find, oh my gosh, right? The foundation isn't just off; it's off by a foot, right? This roof is a $200,000 roof, and it's completely shot, right? This is a very substantial problem that needs to be addressed with an adjustment of price, insurance, or whatever it happens to be. But you have to ask yourself the question: is it a really substantial problem, material problem, or not?
I want you to take that opportunity today for you to learn that as well, that you can change the trajectory of your financial right now, not tomorrow, not in 2000, God knows what, but you can change that right now by taking action. Click on the link in the comments below, and we're going to share all the information that will share with me that I am just in passing today because it did transform my life, and I want you to be able to transform your life as well. Yes, you wanted to have a boss, you love your career. I used to love all that as well, but now I can tell you I am much, much more in love with the fact that I changed my life, my kids' life, and everyone that is surrounding me daily.